All right, what's going on? Shedding and sharing here. I'm Quamon Fowler, and I'm going to put this on the stand. I want to I want to talk about how you can go from the basics into more intermediate and advanced things. And I know a lot of people who I've talked to, they want to be able to play over the chord changes and have the language and all of that, but they have some gaps in there. You can't skip over certain vital or key um, places that you need to focus. I always start with the technique side. You know, the technique includes like having a good sound, having a good um, dexterity, having variety of articulations that you can execute on the saxophone, and having good rhythm and timing. And you do that by practicing with the metronome. And there's certain things you can do when you practice playing scales. You can apply certain articulation, and that articulation helps you when you are playing a line or a phrase of some sort. You can emphasize certain beats and aspects of the line so that it feels good. Okay, so let me give you an example. All right, so let's do that one. Let's do that bird tune. I mean, the bird lick. All right, so that lick right there. Now, it does arpeggios. So that's all that is like arpeggios going down the modes. So it's very important. That's why I always like to start off playing scales and playing the modes, because if we look at all right, so I was playing through the G major scale modes on the alto. On the piano concert, it would be B flat. And so when we look at that, um, when we look at that lick at the beginning of that lick, we go. All that is just arpeggios going down diatonically. No. So one of the things you want to do when you do listen to lines that you transcribe, try to figure out what is it related to. And I like to talk about when we listen to transcriptions or listen to some of the greats play, be able to identify if it's, um, if it's linear, meaning that it's scale wise, or if it's arpeggio, or if it's some chromaticism, or if it is actually um, an enclosure. All right. So if you look at what he did, all right, that's the first half, and then those are like enclosures. You know, this is an enclosure. That's an enclosure. All right. That's some chromaticism there. All right, now right here's another arpeggio. And then we go. So, all right. Now what makes that sound so cool is the articulation, you know. So let's see if I can play it without any articulation. That's just slurring everything, right? Got a head of call come in. So if I say, so if I do that, I'm going bop da do bop ba do da. Another thing, the note for D, you know, we got different ways, 3 different ways that we can play D on the saxophone in terms of to get a different effect and sound. So I'll say, you got where you play D, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, in the octave key, or I can play the same thing but just play the palm D. You know, this makes it fat. And then you have just the palm key without the octave. You know, that gives it a more open sound. You know, or that's just the front D. Or I can play. You know, so now look at what I'm doing with my articulation. You know, bop, da da, bop, ba do, bop. I'm emphasizing those notes, and that helps just to put a good feel on the line. Now we got a different movement. The enclosures happen. Ba da 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 ba do dee da. Ba do da da. Ba da da da. That's how my articulation. Ba do da da ba do da da. So bop ba da bop ba do bop ba da ba do bop. That's how I'm doing it. Okay, you might find a different articulation. And when you transcribe, you want to transcribe the articulation as well. Now that time I hit the side palm key because it wasn't that much movement, you know. So that's another thing. Sometimes it's easier for you to might be to just play the palm D because you ain't got to do that much movement. Because when you play the regular D, you got to, you know, push six of your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got to press all these fingers down, keys down, just to get that same effect. Where I could just do this and hit that, you know, hit that D. Instead of going, you know, it just depends. All right, now the next part. Now, right there, that naturally has a pop when you get to the top of that. Now, so I'm gonna articulate, you know, certain pivot points in the line. So it's like a circular movement or feel. Pop, pop, pop. Right there. That's it. So that feels good. Right there. So, yeah, articulation is very important. So, how do you get there? How do you get to that point where you can just play all the lines with the right articulation? Well, first of all, it would take you taking a lick like that or any lick that you have and being real intentional and precise with your articulation. Then put it in different keys so you can play it um, through different patterns and combinations in terms of your fingers to get it under your fingers. And also, you need to get your embouchure and breathing, and as well as your articulation needs to get accustomed to that. All right. And the thing when you start transcribing longer solos, then it's like you have a lot of different combinations of notes and articulations and turnarounds and pivots and stuff like that. So it helps you to get a good feel for different types of applications, you know what I'm saying, of articulation. So, but if I'm looking at, like, for instance, I thought about this lick because I was working on After You've Gone, and just like Cherokee, you know, that little solo break, you know, because Cherokee goes to, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 3, 4, to the 4 chord. You go. So you got 1, then you got the 5, 1, 4, but it's a 2, 5, 1. You know, going to E flat concert. And so with that right there at that point, um, Charlie Parker played it, you know, in Cherokee. But if you're gonna do after you've gone starts on the 4 chord. You know, so it goes. So it goes. Beep boop be bo da do do ba da de le do da 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 bo da 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 ba boop ba You know, that would be a good spot to put it, like at the end of the break, going back to the top, because they go. So right there, that's like a 2, 5, 1, but we're on the 4 chord. I started too late. I started too late right there, but so. So anyway, so that gives you an idea of how you can apply something like that line. All right, so Now scales. I wanted to go back to some basics so that we can show you how to apply the basics to something more complicated, when you're trying to solo. All right, over something like After You've Gone or Cherokee or something like that. So scales. But don't play them just like that. Think about the feel for it. 1, 2, a 1, ah. Now, I'm on alto, so I do fumble more on this. But let's slow it down because I'm going up in the artissimo range, so I had to think about it. Then I had to think about my articulation. So let's slow it down. And this is a prime example. Even me being one that's played over 30 years, I make mistakes, so I got to slow down and make sure I can play everything the way it needs to be played. 1, 2, a 1. All right, let's come down. All right. Another thing, arpeggios. Do 3-note arpeggios first. And then you can come down. Then you can descend while you go up. So some movements are more natural, but as we descend going down, that's easier. But what if we ascend going down? And then doing both. Now, what you can do is practice articulation. So on the arpeggios, so I'm gonna articulate the top note, like a punching band. Anyway, so that's playing around with articulation when you play 3-note arpeggios. So let's do seventh. So let's do 1, 3, 5, 7. This is 4 notes. Okay. Then let's do So now we can think about articulation, right? Let's do every other note, right? We're gonna do swinging eighths with the right there. And this is Arpeggios, seventh chords. All right. So now we played all of those different combinations. So if we're going to play something like After You've Gone, now we can start working on a song. And let's apply the changes of that song. So we start on the 4. Now you have to get the changes. I'm not really going to go through a lot of specifics. I'm kind of giving you a overall synopsis of how you can approach practicing tunes. Okay, I'm just playing the arpeggios. That's too fast because when I go right there, I gotta say. Now, it's very important to outline the changes so you'll know what you're supposed to play in those spots. So let's do it again. So that's two beats apiece. Yeah. Gotta work that out. Yeah, I'm working it out. The changes on that second part. Now, I'm hearing it. So now I can play the scales. Still, I'm going to play the scales and arpeggios. 1, 2. After you've gone, these are the changes. 1, 2. That's too fast because those changes get you right there. So let's slow it down. Now, just outlining the changes. It makes it real. Well, I won't say it makes it easier. It does make it easier to play over the changes when you outline the changes with your arpeggios. But it's better. That's a better word. It's better that you go over the changes and outline everything so that when you get ready to solo, you know what's up. All right. Now, if you don't have any vocabulary, then you got to transcribe. You got to learn it. Learn some lines and vocabulary from the greats, the people who have vocabulary. You're just not gonna just be able to whip through it just because you've played the arpeggios and scales through the changes. It takes language still. You got to build on top of the building blocks of playing the scales and arpeggios with the metronome. All right, 1, 2. 1, 2. Anyway, just trying to play consistent through those changes. And of course, once I get to that second half with the see that part in there is what I got to work on. See that right? The second half of the you know, the changes. Right there. Ah, yeah, right in there. Ah, it's all about maneuvering through that. Ah. Ah, I like that. So let's see. Uh, and now sometimes you got to work it out. So let's see what I'm doing. Let's do that. Let's do that. There we go. Ah. Yeah, let's do it like that. There we go. Ah. There we go. Now, that, man, that's nice. But the thing about it, the combination of those changes, just make it a finger. You work out your fingers, finger buster. That right there, those arpeggios give me. Okay. Let me see how I'm gonna come out of it. Ah, ah. There we go. There we go. Gotta work it out. No. There we go. Okay, so we got. I forgot it. Come on, y'all. Okay. Ah. bebop scale, major bebop scale, put the chromaticism at the 6th degree. My articulation, bop, 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 bop. Ha. See, that's the part that gives me that second part. That's the part that gives me. Timing is everything, and sometimes these changes can slip up on you, and like you're like a millisecond late or a second late, and then you gotta adjust because the next chord is already in place. So that's why it's good to practice on it beforehand, and you know, you'll be able to navigate a lot easier. All right, so that's it for this lesson. It was a good shared session. I'm enjoying it. I want to keep going. Let's see. I need to work on tenderly. So next time I'll work on tenderly. My computer, if I can tilt it around here, you see, it's still loading. So I was going to try to stream on it, but I did an update, and I shouldn't have. But it's all good. I needed to because my programs were freezing up on me. So I take it was time to do an upgrade. Y'all good? Any questions? Did I miss any questions? Anybody have any questions on here? And be on the lookout for my singles that I've shared on here, that I've wrote on here. I need to get back to writing. I want to write some more stuff. All right, y'all, I am out if there's not any questions on here live. If not, just hit me up. I'll reply in the comments or make another video just, addressing your questions that you might have.